And these are the ingredients you will need: flour, of course, 2 bowls, yeast, of course, honey, oil. But can you please use olive oil instead of cooking oil, because okay, I don't have olive oil at the moment and I need bread. And salt, of course. These are all the ingredients you need for the bread. Now put 3 or 4 cups of lukewarm water in the bowl and make sure it's warm, please. And put 1 packet of yeast, 1 packet of yeast, and 2 spoons of honey. I speeded up the video so it's not longer than it should be. Mix it very well, nicely, so the water looks like dirty water. I don't know how to describe it. Make sure it looks like that. Mix. Then put 2 spoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of honey. Yeah. This honey did not want to come out. I was like struggling because it was like the last few drops of the honey left, and I was using ginger honey, because that's the honey we use because we are always sick. But yeah, use that, and 2 spoons, which was full, which I couldn't, but it eventually came out. I was very proud of myself. There we go. And there, I put the spoon in there to remove the extra honey from the spoon, because we needed the extra honey, man. We actually really needed it. So yeah. Now put 5 cups of flour in your mixing bowl. This is my mixing bowl. I use it to mix every single dough of mine. Mix everything. First I put 3 cups and a half, and I think I put 3 cups and a half of flour first, because I wanted to make sure everything is fine, but I put extra cups because it was too wet. Now mix well so there's no lumps. You see, there is lumps here, but I promise there will be no lumps in the end of the video of mixing, the end of the mixing. So put half and half, maybe like a quarter first, and then another quarter, and then another quarter of your liquid inside the flour. Mix well and make sure everything is incorporated in the dough, and make sure there's no dry or wet spaces in the dough. So make sure that everything is incorporated, and the consistency, whatever that word is perfect, or the texture of the dough is perfect. So make sure that you mix everything very well and very nicely. I fought with this dough so much because it was so difficult. Make sure you have something to whisk with, a whisk, sure, a hand mixer, sure, something that will make things easier for you, or those big mixers that they use in bakeries. You can use that as well if you have it at home. Lucky for you if you have it, but I don't have those because here I was at my dad's house, but now I'm at my mom's house. I have baking utensils, so I'll be fine. Now mix well. I struggle, guys. You see here? Oh, I stopped a little bit because I was like, my hair was crying. Now there is my perfect dough. Now oil your pan. I did not even measure. I don't know why I took the spoon, because I put as much as I wanted. Now move your dough. It took me so long to remove the dough from this flipping plastic bowl, but move the dough from that bowl to the bowl, like this type of bowl, or like a glass bowl, to mix it with the oil and rest it in the fridge for 24 hours. Please rest your dough, or else it won't make good bread. Patience is the key to bread. I said that. Now mix. If you are afraid to get your hands oily, then don't do this as somebody who does not care. Mix it like that to make sure each and every part of the dough is oiled. So turn and wipe and poke, whatever, flip. Make sure the dough is good. Now turn your dough into a beautiful circle. Gorgeous round circle. That was not a good circle, so I saw this air in there, so I tried to punch it, but did not do that. So I punched the whole thing because I was literally getting more frustrated. So punch and punch if you want to punch, but make sure you have a nice perfect round circle dough in your bowl that matches the bowl to make it look a little bit presentable, even though nobody's gonna see it until tomorrow. Now it looks nice and round and oily and pat it like that.
Here is the dough that's been resting for 24 hours. Voila! It risen, it has beautiful bubbles. Now let's fast forward it. Ooh, cold dough, very cold dough. Ooh. We have to fold it in itself, all of it. Oh, cold dough, very cold dough. Why am I doing this? It's extremely cold, so you just have to like bear with the pain. Because it's winter here in South Africa. Now that all the air, you have to take out every single bit of air, like every bubble. Now that all the air is out, very cold. Take your pan, this type of pan, a long one, not like the bread pan because we're gonna make that. I'll show you. Get your oil. I advise you to use olive oil, but I don't have that right now. So take your oil, grease your pan with your oil. I know people use butter, but right now we are using oil because this is what is required. We don't use butter here because we're not making scones or like something creamy like cupcakes or muffins, or like grease it nicely. Like so. Each and every part of the pan must be greased. My hand is full away. And there's no electricity, by the way. So if the electricity does not come back in 4 hours, I am doomed. I am extremely doomed. So let's hope that the electricity comes back in 4 hours. Now the pan is 100% greased. Take your dough here, the dough. Now flat it. Make it flat on the pan. Flatten it out. Flat it. See, there's still bubbles. They shouldn't be bubbles. So let it out. Now they still have to rise in the bowl. Flatten it out to fit the entire pan. The entire pan. It does not matter the thickness of the thing throughout the pan. Of course, it's gonna be uneven. So make sure it fits the whole pan. So you have to stretch it, stretch until it fits the entire pan. So stretch it out until it fits the entire pan. It does not come back to itself. You see what it's doing? Give it a good massage so it fits the pan nicely. Come on, just fit the pan until it fits. I don't know what this bread is called, but it's not like bread, guys. It's like nice garlic type of bread that they serve at restaurants. It's like a fruit appetizer. It's a nice thing. It's like fit in the pan, please. This is as best as I put it. I can't make it fit the pan at all. No, that's fine. Then put it in a warm place or cover it up with foil. Put it in a warm place. Cover it like plastic foil or just foil or like cotton. Any cotton cloth that is not used like new or like very clean on top of it. Then put it in a very warm place for 4 hours. There you go. That's the best I could make it for y'all. Put it for 4 hours. Then it will rise again and fit the whole pan. I don't know. I couldn't take out all the egg, but like do as best as you can, like I did here. There we go. And 4 hours will be more risen and more alive. So yeah.
Now Now, after putting your dough in the sun for 4 hours, take it out. Make sure it's beautiful and jiggly and gorgeous as it is. Nice and resin. Remove the plastic or whatever you put on top so there's no insects or anything that would feed off of it. Wiggle, jiggle. Did you see that? Oh, that was gorgeous. Now punch down the air pockets to make sure that the braid with your fingers, please make sure it looks like that. I know it does not look appetizing, but yes, do that. Boom, 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 like that. Make sure it looks nice. You see, like that, like so, like so. Remove the edges from the sides. See that? Yes, like that. Move edges. Punch and everything. Yep. Then you need crystal salt or sea salt, herbs of like parsley or rosemary to put on top as toppings. It's just to make it look fancy. And garlic, of course. You can use dried flakes garlic or fresh garlic that you chopped. I used fresh garlic, and there is the crystal salt, me sprinkling it on top. Just sprinkle, not a lot. We just need sprinkle, just to make it a little bit nicer, Sprinkle the crystal salt or sea salt, like that. Beautiful, gorgeous. Yep. Now I was going to go get the herbs, which I forgot. Apologies. That's why you're just looking at plain dough. Apologies about that. I was just going to take the herbs from. Now there are the mixed herbs. I'm using mixed herb because I really did not have parsley nor rosemary. Oh, I put too much there. I was like, oh, no. I just sprinkle a little bit to add a little bit of color, and I put a little bit of turmeric on top as well. If I did put the video in here, but I did sprinkle a little bit of turmeric to give it a little bit of color. But either way, that burned off. I burned the bread, guys. So yeah, there we go. Oh, there's the turmeric. I add a little bit of turmeric on top to make it a little bit more colorful because it looked a little bit pale to me. Yeah. And here I'm making garlic butter. Just chopped fresh garlic and then butter, then mixed herbs, then a pinch of salt. Then garlic butter. Then there's the bread. I burned it. I'm so sorry, but it tastes so good. Just remove the crust on top. It will taste delicious.
And that's how you make garlic bread. Do not forget to wait 24 hours and 4 hours, please, or else your dough will not work. Patience is key to bread. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to do a voiceover at this video to show you step by step how to do it. And on top of that, last time I made a lasagna and I forgot to film everything. I know I'm not used to filming, so forgive me. Apologies. And sorry for the late video because, well, it took me 24 hours to make this and I'm not really in a very great mood. But yeah, that is the video. I hope you like, subscribe, always be here, always watch my very videos and see me improve in making videos. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Oh, and I will show you the butter garlic. I'll show you how to make garlic butter. Yeah, garlic butter. It's such easy. Just chop garlic, butter, herbs. Then yeah, that's it. Butter garlic.